Today, the number one vaccination against negativity, envy, unhappiness, depression, anxiety, any negative emotion that you face daily as a badass millionaire businessman and entrepreneur. Michael McLean, NoBullBook.com, BadAssLetter.com, coming to you on a absolutely amazing early morning. My pal Clifford has rejoined me the last couple days on my 15,000 step walk. Now that things have cooled down a little bit over the last couple days, I got my walking pal back with me. So I want to talk about the number one vaccination in your life as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur and businessman, it's not an easy road. It can be a lonely road. It's certainly a challenging road. You have to be a very, very unique and special person to want the entrepreneurial lifestyle, to want the business owner lifestyle, and all the challenges that come with it. But my point this morning is it's absolutely positively worth it. And for all the downsides, the employee headaches, the bureaucracy, the red tape, the taxes, the ever-growing anti-business government regulations, all of the challenges day after day, all the hours we have to put in, our failures, our disappointments, no matter what, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I tell my 9-year-old daughter, Emery, if you want total freedom, if you want personal sovereignty, there's only one way in life to achieve that goal, and that is through entrepreneurship. There's no other way. I don't care how great the job is. I don't care if you're a CEO or you're a president of a company that somebody else owns. Come on, buddy. I don't care about any of that stuff. You'll never be truly free. You stay, bud. You'll never be truly free unless you run your own show. So the number one vaccination that I talk about is an attitude of gratitude. And I don't talk enough about this, but I should talk more about it. Come on, let's go back, buddy, and get your lease. It's the number one vaccination against all of the negativity and the envy, the fake news, all of everything that you face as a leader, as a father, as a husband, and as a badass millionaire entrepreneur. All of the stuff that you go through can be taken care of, can be counteracted with an attitude of gratitude. And I just want to share with you today, come here, buddy. That's good right there. That's good. Okay, now let's go. Let's go, bud. So I just made a list yesterday. I was sitting, this weekend was daddy-daughter weekend. My wife Krista, went camping for 2 days on a nearby island with some friends of hers. So Emery and I were together Saturday and Sunday, and we had a great time swimming and water skiing, and we went to the agricultural fair. Grandma and Grandpa came over for an afternoon. It was just a real near perfect weekend. So it made me think when I was sitting down on Sunday morning enjoying my coffee, and I was writing in my journal about my upcoming week. And I decided, just on a whim, the book I was reading maybe inspired it, I don't know. And I decided to list a long list of things that I'm grateful for in my life. I asked myself the question, and this is something that you should be doing every week, if not every day. What are you thankful for in your life? It is the number one vaccination. It's the number one vaccination against all this other 99% nonsense that, come on, buddy, that we have to deal with. And I find it's my superpower. An attitude of gratitude is my superpower. So off the top of my head, I just want to share some of the things that I wrote down that I'm grateful for. First of all, Krista and I, every night before bed, just before we turn the lights off, when we're done getting ready for bed and brushing our teeth and all that stuff, the very last thing that we do is we ask each other, what are you thankful for? And then we tell each other, 3, 4 things that we're grateful for, and it's different every night. It's not a to-do list. It's not a lie there and tell, what you achieved that day. It's more important than that. It's a list of little things sometimes, big things sometimes. It's a list of different things that we're grateful for. So that's what we're doing. Hey. Thank you, buddy. Hey, come on, let's go. So, on my list on Sunday, I had many things that I'm grateful for that I wanted to list and share here. So, first of all, at the top of the list, as always, I'm thankful and grateful that I'm healthy, that I'm happy, and that I'm living where I'm living by choice. I'm living in a place that I choose to live. We live on the lake in Canada in the summers. And after Christmas each year, at least for now, we're going to be living in Naples, Florida. So I'm grateful, first of all, that I'm healthy. I'm grateful that I have lots of energy and vitality. I'm grateful that I have another day. That's what I prayed for and gave thanks for this morning, is I thank my Creator for more time. So I'm grateful for where I live by choice. I'm grateful that every day I get up, and I relearned this on the weekend when we went into the city on Friday night. Our date night, we went to the theater. And it was something that Krista wanted to do. And so we went in and watched Alexander Hamilton, which is an amazing, amazing production. But just driving into the city on a Friday night reminded me of how lucky I am to live where I live. So I can get my daughter to school in 6 minutes from our place. And then after I drop Emery off at school, it's another 2 minutes to the Mastermind house, the house that I bought where I work. So you're looking at a 5 to 7 minute commute. So I'm grateful that I don't sit in traffic. I'm grateful I don't sit in rush hour traffic each way. And I'm grateful that I get up and I can be to work in 5 or 10 minutes. I'm grateful that I don't have to wear a suit and tie every single day of my life, which I did for 20 years as a professional hockey coach, an amateur hockey coach. Dress code was always suits and ties. When I worked with my dad for 17 years, every single day, suit and tie, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it was the uniform. It was my success uniform. It's what I put on every day. It was my outfit, my Superman outfit that I wore every day to get the job done. The better I looked, the more money I made. But it's different now. It's, when I'm in Naples, I put on a pair of shorts, I put on my t-shirt, I do my walking, my reading, my writing, and I sit by the pool. And I can work with my laptop anywhere. I can work in Florida, I can work here in Canada, but I get to work here at the end of the dock, or on the boat, or just sitting in a chair underneath a tree. I'm grateful for great internet service. I'm grateful for being able to, work on a laptop. I'm grateful for being able to wear, shorts and a t-shirt most of the year and work like that. I'm grateful for my mom and dad. On Sunday they came over and we all went to the agricultural fair. And that was about 10 minutes from here. And it was just Emery because Krista was away camping. And just spending that afternoon with my mom and dad. My dad's birthday is in September. 89, a year from 90. And my mom's is in December. She'll be turning 89. And just to be able to have them with us that day, to watch Emery on the rides and the climbing wall and, having lunch together and enjoying some ice cream and watching the afternoon bands. It's just an amazing blessing for them to be in my daughter's life and for them to be in my life. So I'm incredibly grateful for my parents. They live 20 minutes away. Emery and I are going to head out there later this week for a swim. So I'm incredibly grateful that my parents are in our life. I'm grateful for my family, for my wife Krista and my daughter Emery, who love and support what I do. They support what I do. They give me the time to create. They give me the time to read. They give me the time to train. They give me my space when I need it, knowing that, I'm working on behalf of our family. I'm working to help other men. They totally understand my mission and vision. And I've communicated that to them as well. Come on, bud. So I'm grateful for my family that loves me, but also supports my mission in life. I'm grateful for the three things that I believe freedom and autonomy stand for. Everybody says, well, I want to be free, Michael. I want freedom. Well, for me, there's three areas of autonomy, and they're the three areas that I am grateful and thankful for. Number one is time freedom. I'm grateful that I can do what I want. I can go for a walk and shoot a video. I can coach my daughter in skating or hockey. I can go to the agricultural fair if I want. I can work all day or not work. I can go for vacations. I can take 3-day weekends. We can do all these things because I've got time freedom. I can take a nap in the afternoon. All these different things that, to me, relate to personal sovereignty. Secondly, in terms of freedom and autonomy, is financial. I'm grateful that I'm in a safe harbor position, that I no longer need to work, that I no longer need to earn money. I do. It's a scoreboard. It's important. But I love being in the position where if something happens with me, then my family is taken care of and we don't have to worry about anything else. So I'm grateful for financial safe harbor position, that freedom. I'm grateful for the third thing when it comes to freedom is creative expression. My writing, my videos, my emails, my book, my newsletter, my world building coaching program, all these things that I do are my creative self-expression. They're my ideas. So I'm grateful, come on buddy, I'm grateful for freedom to talk and to speak my mind. In my telegrams and my faxes and my emails, I can speak on what I believe is right. I can talk about common sense. I can talk about autonomy. I can talk about personal sovereignty. I can talk about winning. I can talk about losing. I can talk about all these things that are important to me. Being a good husband, being a good father, all these things that are important. So I'm very grateful for freedom of creative expression. I know there's a lot of places in the world where you can't speak your mind, where you don't have freedom of speech. So I'm grateful for my freedom of speech, which I take full advantage of through videos and telegrams and faxes and mail and newsletters and books and on and on. So other things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I live in the two greatest countries in the world, the United States and Canada. It's not even close. The land of opportunity, the American dream is still alive and well for those that want to claim it. The same thing north of the border. I'm responsible for my results in my life, not any president or prime minister, any politician. I'm responsible for my investments, not my investment advisor. Come on, buddy, off the road here. Let's get off the road. There we go. There we go. So I'm responsible for every result in my life. So I'm responsible for my investments, not my investment person. I'm responsible for my marketing. I'm responsible for my company. I'm responsible for all these areas in my life, my health, my mental health. So I'm very thankful that I live in a world where independence, self-starting, and autonomy and personal sovereignty is something that you can earn and deserve. I'm grateful for having a vehicle, having vehicles to drive to sports, to drive to school, just to that freedom to drive. I'm grateful for little things like that. I'm grateful that we live on the water in both places. Like we live right on the lake here in the summer, and in Naples we have a beautiful backyard with a pool, and we're about 10 minutes from the beach. So I'm grateful for being surrounded by water. I'm grateful that I get to do things like shoot these videos every morning, that I can get up and splash some water on my face and talk to men like you and share ideas. I'm grateful that I don't have a boss other than you. My prospects and my clients are my boss, and that's it. But I don't answer to anybody down, in a hallway or in a cubicle somewhere. Come on, stay, bud. Busy road this morning, eh? Long weekend. Everybody's trying to get back at it after they burned it down for 3 days. I read 2 books this weekend. 2 books this weekend. One of the most productive weekends of my life. Krista was away, and man, we had a great 3 days, and I got lots of reading and studying, which reminds me, I'm grateful. I'm so thankful for real books. When a book comes in the mail, I'm just so excited. I'm like a child on Christmas Day. I open it, I touch it, I smell it. I'm like, I can't wait to mark it up and, fill it with notes and gold mine all the nuggets that are inside it. So I love books, and that's why I have thousands and thousands and thousands of books. I've been building a library for the last 25 years, and I just love it. I just love books. I'm grateful for my newsletters that come every month. I subscribed to 17, I counted last month, 17 newsletters, monthly newsletters. Everybody from, Matt Fury to Doberman Dan, to Dan Kennedy, just all the way, Ken McCarthy, all the way down the list. And I just love devouring those. Today is August 2nd, so I can't wait to have those start arriving in the mail. And once again, I just tear them open. I just love physical mail, newsletters, anything that I can learn from. Self-improvement, anything like that. I'm grateful for marketing ability. I'm grateful for the legends that I've learned from, the John Caples and all the great copywriters, the Gary Halberts, the John Carltons, all the men and women that have influenced my copywriting, the studying of their books and their trainings and their courses. I'm grateful for the food that we eat here in the summer. The fruit stands and the vegetable stands are all open here, so it's just every day on the way home, we're stopping and getting fresh vegetables and fresh foods to eat. It's amazing, green beans, yellow beans, peaches, strawberries, raspberries, corn is now in season, and the meals that my wife creates are just spectacular. So I'm grateful for fresh, organic food. That's a real blessing. That's it. I'm also grateful for my company. I'm grateful for Mark Andre as my business partner. I'm grateful for Leanne Brennan as my executive assistant. I'm grateful that I've attracted and recruited the right people. I'm grateful for our business model, that there's the 3 of us and we do our job and we know our role and we get it done. Books get written, newsletters get created, faxes get sent, telegrams get written, videos get shot, emails get sent, masterminds get done, world building coaching programs get completed, and there's just the three of us. So I'm grateful I get to walk in there every day into that house and sit down and enjoy my coffee. By the way, there's something, I'm a coffee nut. I only drink one extra large coffee a day, but I love it. I just love coffee. Black with cream doesn't make any difference to me, but I just love sitting down with that big morning cup of coffee after I've done my walking, after I've done my writing, after I've drank my water. My reward is I sit down with my book, my newsletter. Like today, I'm going to be reading finishing up these 2 books that I'm reading on, and then I'm going to crack open Doberman Dan's newsletter, and that's going to be, an hour of I'm just so thankful for that. I get to sit on the back deck in town and highlighter and pens, and I'm just going to get to devour that masterpiece newsletter and enjoy my coffee out in nature in the sunshine. So I'm grateful for that. And of course, at the end of the day, I'm grateful for my world that I've been able to build in these great countries. I'm grateful for my personal sovereignty. I'm grateful that I can live life and do business on my own terms. And I'm grateful that men like you show interest in my book, in my daily videos, that you show interest in my monthly newsletter, that you show interest in my weekly telegrams, my world building programs, and my future masterminds. So I'm extremely grateful that you have interest in what I'm saying. And that's it. I'm grateful for the swim that I'm going to have in about an hour from now. That's something that badass millionaire Bill Gaw reignited in me. He sent me a long fax about 2 weeks ago explaining how one of the things that he lives in Alabama, one of the things that he started doing that's been a needle mover up level has been adding a swim. Because of the extreme heat this summer in the south, Bill has been jumping in his own pool, which he hasn't done for years and years and years, and how much of a difference that's making. So after he walks his 10,000 or 15,000 steps, Bill jumps in the pool, does a few laps, and then goes and has a shower and stuff. But I was telling Bill about how swimming eases my back, like it stretches out my back, it stretches out my spine. We're all working in the box day after day, right? We're all working in that 4-foot box in front of us. You're texting, you're typing, you're on your laptop, you're on your phone. So that's gravitational pull forward. That's why I wear this rucking vest, to drive my shoulders back, to drive my neck and chin back, to improve my posture. Well, the same thing with swimming. When you're swimming, especially the breaststroke, it's the opposite of what you're doing when you're working in the box. You're stretching out your shoulders, your arm, your neck, you're putting your head and your chin up, and you're fighting that gravitational pull of the rest of the day when you're working in the box. So I agree with Badass Bill that these morning swims, I hop in the lake, he hops in the pool. When I'm in Naples, I hop in the pool. It cools me down. It wakes me up. It makes me even more alert. And it just a few laps, it just stretches out my back and my shoulders and my arms. And I feel, oh my God, I feel 10x better. So that's something new that he shared that I've decided to take on into my day. I just slip off my shoes when I'm done. These trunks that I'm wearing here are swimming. I throw off my shirt and I'm into the lake for a nice 5 or 10 minute swim. So that's my list of things that I'm grateful for. It's your number one vaccination in today's world, 2022. Trust me, is an attitude of gratitude. If you find yourself around toxic people or toxic things like the news or anti-social media or, gambling or pornography or, pro sports, any of these things, Remember that they're working against your dreams. They're working against building the world that you want. So not only do you have to eliminate those things out of your life, get them the hell out of your environment, but secondly is you have to introduce gratitude into your world, because it is the vaccination against unhappiness, depression, anxiety, bitterness, envy, all these things that you run into. You know, he's so lucky, or as an entrepreneur, this is part of the price that you pay. So you need to have that daily vaccination of gratitude. Work that with your wife, your spouse, where the last thing you do every night is say 3 or 4 things that you're grateful for, and then lights out. That's been a game changer for Krista. We've been doing that now for probably almost a year and a half, 2 years. And what a way for my subconscious to go to work, to go to work at night. The last thing I'm doing is talking about my gratitude. And then secondly, listing every day in your journal a few things that you're grateful for. Big and small. Big and small. So that's it. If you're ready to punch above your weight, if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to have an attitude of gratitude, you can sign up and apply for my upcoming mastermind. It's my 5-star, 12-month Badass Brotherhood. It's the best of the best, and you can apply at BadAssChampion.com. The link is below. It's very expensive on purpose. The more you invest, the more you'll pay attention. The more you pay, the more you'll pay attention. So I want that attention of yours. It's 12 months, every week training online, plus 2 huge closed door events in Naples, Florida. I'm in your life for the next 12 months. I am in your life for the next 12 months, pushing you, demanding, holding you accountable for being the best version of yourself every single day. If you want that, if you're not afraid of that, if you embrace hard coaching, then apply at BadAssChampion.com. If that's not your cup of soup, then please do not waste my time. This is for champions, not chumps, and it's for lions, not poodles. BadAssChampion.com. It's $50,000. The deadline is August 30th, and we start in September. 12 months. Every Wednesday, we do a live training, an hour to 90 minutes, and then we're going to have a mastermind live event in November, and we'll have a second one, a live training in April. Every 6 months to keep you really, really accountable. So that's it for today. Do what I do. Make sure you hug your wife and kids before the end of the day. The most important people in your life are standing right in front of you. Your house, not the White House. 2 words that change my life. 2 words that can change your life. Hey, attitude of gratitude. The #1 vaccine for an entrepreneur. Count your blessings. 2 words. Be relentless.